everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are safe and you all are staying inside your houses. And since so many of you requested this video, here it is. Today we're going to learn how to make a no yeast pizza base and two types of pizza sauces. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. For the pizza base, you're going to need 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and to it we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of salt and give it a good mix. Next up, we're going to take 3/4 of a cup of water and in it add 1 tablespoon of oil and add it to the flour little by little. Keep mixing with the spatula till it's all incorporated. Now get your hands in there and mix it well. Keep mixing it till you've formed a dough. When it all comes together and the bowl is clean, you know you've done a good job. Now knead this dough for about 2 to 3 minutes. You do not need to knead it for a long time since this does not have yeast in it. And your dough is ready. Break it into 2 halves to make 2 medium-sized pizzas. For the marinara sauce, take 5 to 6 tomatoes and remove the eye. Take 1 onion and fine chop it and take some cloves of garlic. Then in a heated pan add some oil and then add in the garlic cloves. Saute them for about a minute. Then add in the chopped onions. Now saute these two together for about 2 minutes till the onions get a bit translucent like this. Add in 1 teaspoon of chilli flakes and 1 teaspoon of oregano and mix well. Next up, we're going to add in the sliced tomatoes. Mix them well so that all the tomatoes are covered in the oil. Add in about 1 teaspoon of salt and give it a good mix. And then put a lid on top of it for about 5 minutes. In case you're wondering why we didn't chop the tomatoes, it's so that it's easy for you guys to remove the skin of the tomatoes. I personally like to leave the skin on and it's completely optional. If you want, you guys can do that. Just squish the tomatoes like that and the skin will come off very easily. Then using a fork, you can just remove the skin like that. It's very simple. Next up, we're going to add some ketchup for sweetness and it will also balance out the flavors. Now just cook your sauce for about 2 to 3 more minutes and add some water to thin out the sauce. And when it looks like this, it's done. Next up, flour your working surface and put the dough on top of it and roll it out using a rolling pin. Make sure you don't roll it out too thin because since this dough does not have yeast in it, it's not going to rise very much. Once you're done with rolling out the dough, using your fingers, make a sort of a border for the crust. Next up, we're going to add in our marinara sauce. Add in as much as you want, it's all up to you. Next up, add the cheese. Here I have used 3 kinds of cheese. The first one is the processed cheese from Amul, the second one is the mozzarella cheese, and the third one is the cheese spread that you get. Add in some oregano and put your pizza in the oven for about 20 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius. Look at that! Isn't it so beautiful? Add in whatever toppings you want. Next up, we're making a chicken pizza. So add in your marinara sauce, sprinkle your cheese on top, and then what I have done here is I have fried some drumsticks and I've removed the meat from them, and I'm adding the chunks of the chicken on top of the pizza, and it tasted so amazing. Pop it in the oven and look at that. So good. Next up, we're making Alfredo sauce. For that, add 1 tablespoon of butter in a pan and add in 1 tablespoon of flour and mix it well. Cook it for about a minute or 2. Please do not cook it this much, I overcooked the roux. And add in about 1 cup of milk, but little by little. Keep whisking it so that there are no lumps in it. Whisk, whisk, whisk. Keep adding the milk little by little. Add in your mozzarella cheese when all the lumps have dissolved. Give it a good mix and wait for about a minute for it to melt. When you start seeing strings of cheese like that, you know it's done. Add in some salt, some oregano. Look at that. Now add that to your pizza base. Now here I've used some chicken nuggets and I have crumbled them and I'm putting them on top of the pizza. It tasted really amazing. Add some more cheese. There's never enough cheese, trust me. Add in the oregano for flavor. Pop it in the oven. Look at that. Please do try the recipes and tag me in your pictures if you do. If you guys liked that video, don't forget to leave a comment and click on the subscribe button below. And stay tuned for more videos. Bye!